Hello, you guys. This is Ebonie Speaks. I'm back in the studio again, and today I have an awesome show, and it's going to be about those pre-K and kindergarten blues. And I know some of you guys, school is about to start, and a lot of us parents, I'm speaking of me as well, going to have a little blue feeling about our little kiddos starting to be become a little person. And so I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that and give you some tips on that. So like I said, I am Ebonie Speaks, the mastermind of change. So let's jump right on into it. So, first off, number one, if you guys have not gotten your kiddos on any kind of sleeping schedule, please go ahead and do that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is excellent. You are right.
People have, they have just enjoyed their summer.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's on a sleeping schedule, including myself. I had my little one. Hey, it's just like whatever, everyone free fall. It does not matter what time you go to sleep, as long as you up when I say get up. So, they didn't really have any responsibilities and stuff. But school is starting, so you need to get your little ones on a sleep schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And, you need to kind of get them at least a week before ahead of school. But if it's not a week before the start of school, right now, it's still not too late to get them on a schedule. And even if they already have started school and you don't have them on a schedule, it's not too late to still get them trained to be on a schedule, because they have to be on a schedule because they need that sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So they need that 6 to 8 hours a night sleep. They need that rest. Then, for you late people, school supplies. If you have not gotten your school supplies, take your little one school shopping with you.
Yeah, that's what we're doing this weekend.
So it's not too late to do that. Go ahead and take them shopping with you. When you take them shopping with you, it builds excitement,
Mm-hmm.
and it have them waiting for anticipation. And with them, you're just involving them in and actually what they are going to be going through for the rest of the year. So just take them school shopping.
And it gives them some confidence too.
It does. And just on a side note, I took my little one school shopping, my 4-year-old. See, that's why I can talk about this, because I am going through the same thing, you guys. Yes. I took him shopping, and it was just so cute to see his little feet running around the store, picking out his own little stuff. And he was like, I need this glue. Well, of course, he wanted everything. But I had the little list, and he had the little pen, he'll check it off. And so it was just so exciting, and he was just so excited, so it made me so excited. Also, you need to label your things. We have this, I know a lot of schools have the community supplies, and they say they do that because of the fact for kids who cannot afford supplies. So they just have a big community supply where, the parents buy everything and they put them in a big, a pile or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But label your kids' things. So whenever, I'm gonna say their school box, that's not a community supply. You need to label that, so your kid know this is my school box. Yeah, this one's mine. So label things. And even if your kiddo wants to help label, let them help label, even if it's by them putting a little sticker or something on their supply.
Something that they did.
Yeah, they can't write their name, but placing a sticker just to identify, and they know that's mine. So just let them label some things, and pack changing clothes. It does not matter if your kid is potty trained or not. We're talking about 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. Accidents happen.
Yeah, that's some good advice. Yeah, you're right.
So you need to just have a pair of changing clothes, send it to school with them, put their name in the on the tag, so you know that it's theirs, and just send it to school with them, because hey, they are a little bit afraid as well. They're afraid. They're finally venturing out.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be around kids, and so they're gonna do that little twist when they have to potty, but they are being entertained, and they're not gonna want to stop what they're doing.
Yeah.
So accidents will happen. So just pack them a change some changing clothes, and just send it to school with them, and just let the teacher know, and she can just keep it up there for however long. Let's go to make sure to have a good breakfast.
Breakfast, okay.
Breakfast in the morning.
This is some good tips. We just took our 4-year-old to meet her teacher last night,
That is so awesome.
Yeah, she was super excited too. So.
And did she get to see all the classrooms? And
Yeah,
yeah.
she got to see
Did
it.
she know where she's sitting?
I don't know. I don't know if they got assigned seat, but we didn't last night. It's just kind of like a little meet and greet, and she's only gonna be there from 7:45 to 10:45, I think. But still, she's. Still
oh wow, you got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
My little one's there all day.
Oh, they are.
They're
But
gonna
he's
do
in
all
kindergarten,
day.
right?
No, pre-K 4.
Oh wow, where is this?
He's going to Nancy Mosley Elementary.
Oh, we would have liked that all day. You don't like that all day?
I'm gonna like it. It's. I mean, I think he's big enough to do the all day. Now, if I would have put him in last year, it was only half a day.
Oh, okay.
So like they have little like step programs. So this year it's all day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now, what I'm not gonna like, they don't have any naps.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh, you ain't gonna come home grumpy.
Not even that. I just don't know how he's gonna do throughout the day because that baby needs a nap.
He'd be looking
every
forward
day.
to it.
Yes, he needs his nap. So I feel for that teacher. Hats out to those pre-K and kindergarten teachers because I don't know how you guys do it, but you do it. You are amazing.
They are amazing. You're right.
So hats off to you. So good breakfast. Make sure that let them pick their breakfast. Don't let them go buck wild crazy. And they say they want a bowl of candy. Of course, no, don't give them any candy. You gonna get a phone call from that teacher.
Yeah, you'll be too hyped.
Yeah, come pick up this baby. We're gonna start this over tomorrow. So let them pick out their breakfast. It helps build their confidence up, because it let they think they're in charge.
Yeah,
they get to pick
give them
out
a little power.
Yeah, so let them have their favorite little snack. And I already have my kiddo favorite little snack. He loved the Eggo Paw Patrol waffles.
Oh, okay.
So
Paw Patrol.
yes. So he has that, and I already know how Monday's gonna go in my mind. I'm gonna wake him up, and I'm gonna have him go and do his own Paw Patrol where he do the toaster himself. He has his own little stool. Yeah. So I'm gonna let him be in charge.
Oh, that's what's up. That's cool.
So make sure you wake up early enough. So that's why the sleep is important. And make sure you wake up early enough so you're able to do those extra little steps. I always keep talking positive about school.
Oh yes, I agree.
Because your kids, they're listening. Even when you're on the phone, on the phone and you're talking to your friends, and you might say things like, "I'm scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do when he goes, she goes." They hear that, So let them don't let them hear you talking that way about school. Let them know that it's okay to keep talking about positive things, and just let them, they're listening.
Yeah, and to interject that type of negativity into the mind, that you never know what's gonna do this. So yes, man, that's a great tip too. That's a great tip too.
So make sure those side phone conversations, they're not around. Because if they are listening, they're picking up on everything. They little sponges at this age, 3, 4, and 5. They're a little sponge. You yourself, stay strong. Stay strong and stay brave. Because again, they feed off your energy. You're gonna want to cry. We're gonna have some parents that's gonna just boo-hoo.
You're talking to the women now, though.
Oh no! No. Yeah. Y'all just probably cry when y'all drive off. Y'all by y'allself, driving down a freeway somewhere.
And
the parents, it just hit you and you, my little man.
Yeah.
My baby girl. Yeah. So y'all just stay strong, don't let those tears, it's gonna be emotional, but don't let those tears come out in front of them. You fake it.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm gonna say fake it. You need to fake it for your kiddos, it's gonna be okay. You're ready for them to go out. Well, you're somewhat ready for them to go out and venture. But at the same time, they're your little ones. So just be brave. Then I got a couple of tips for those stay-at-home moms.
Okay.
Or not even moms, stay-at-home dads. The parents that stay at home. Now they have another different emotional side because they've stayed at home all these years with their little ones. So they have a different bonding with their little ones. And now your little ones are getting ready to go.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? It's okay, I got you. So I know that with you guys, stay at home parents. you know, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna probably have some anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Which is this the only time I'm saying anxiety is okay.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna coach you through it. So you are gonna have some anxiety going on. You're gonna feel lost. It happens, and you're gonna feel confused. You're gonna feel empty because your little ones are gone.
Mm-hmm.
So all those feelings are okay, and you are gonna feel all of those. So just embrace those feelings. And I know that, you know, with being a stay-at-home parent, you guys are used to like play dates.
Yeah.
You know, they go on. You're used to going to Walmart and Target trips.
And maybe a routine too.
Yeah, and you're
like,
used to this little routine where, you know, they wake up at this time, you go shopping at this time, or even like you go to the library at this time. You know, so, you know, you were so used to all of that, and now it's starting to change, and it has to change. And so your day, you know, is so full of activities and everything like that, and it's just it's chaotic, but it's fun chaotic that's going on when, you know, you're a stay-at-home parent, and you know your house is a mess. It's fine. You're a stay-at-home parent. You know, you're entertaining your kids. I always said, I've always heard someone tell me that, you know, if your house is not a mess, that means that you're not living in your home.
Oh, wow.
So.
I thought it just meant you were dirty. But no.
Well, then when you got rats and roaches, you're dirty.
Okay.
But if you have toys over the place, your kids are enjoying life. You know, it's okay. And if someone, look, I'm gonna tell you, someone have a problem with that, you tell them to come over your house and clean your house for you.
Yeah.
There you go. Problem solved, right?
Every time they get free time.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah,
they get free
not just
time.
one time.
You can do this on a daily basis. Yeah. But, you know, I understand staying at home and stuff. You know, the house is probably a mess, you know. And you're just so used to seeing, you know, your kids running around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just what you're so used to. And now that your little one, your 3, 4, 5-year-old, bam, it hits you.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting ready to start school. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm so excited because my little one's starting school. But it's like, bam, it finally hits you. And it's like, my mini-me is actually going to be
growing up.
Yes. Like, they're their own little person now, their own independent little person. What do we do? What do we do? So, number one, parents, allow yourself to grieve.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's okay to cry. Men, too. Allow yourself that grieving period. Go ahead, let it all out. Do the ugly cry, but not in front of them. Remember, I said not in front of them.
The ugly cry.
Yeah, go ahead and let that ugly cry out. It's okay to grieve. Let it all out. Let it all out. And just because you let it out for that moment, you can be sitting down looking at TV and like their favorite TV show come on and you start all over. You start crying all over. Or you can see a particular toy and you just start thinking about, oh, my baby was playing with this toy, and it starts all over. So allow yourself to grieve. That's fine. It's okay. Do it. And have you ever heard of the empty nest syndrome?
No.
What?
Oh, well, when all your kids are gone, it's just you? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes. Well, people only think that happens only for whenever your kids go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. It happens whenever your kids go to first day of school as well.
Mm.
So for pre-K, kindergarten, your first day of middle school, first day of high school, it happens there too.
Now, what do you feel like? Depression or?
So you have a lot of sadness,
mm-hmm.
and depression can come up. So anxiety, all of those feelings come all over.
Just rush, huh?
Yeah, because your little one, they're leaving. So it's not just about the pre-K or the kindergarten. It's the first day of school for, like I said, middle school and high school. So that empty nest syndrome, it's true. It's just not for college, for whenever your kiddos go to college. You know, your little ones, they are leaving your safe environment that you have, you know, that you have for them.
Yeah.
And it's a stable place, you know, and now they are leaving it.
Going to uncertainty.
Yeah. True.
Trust me, I know.
Yes, true. So all those feelings, it's going to be stressful.
You know, when we were at our last church, one of the elders told me, he said, hey, you have a nice little family, and you raise them good, but it actually gets scarier when as they get older. Chris and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it gets scarier as they get older. But I was thinking the reverse because they know more.
Mm-hmm.
But then you start thinking about the outside influences that they didn't have before, want to impress friends that may not be the best for them.
Yes.
And so it's just, and you don't know how the other kids are raised at home.
And you don't.
So it's just, we started talking. I was like, oh wow,
And
I don't want to believe. We started talking about homeschooling.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you do homeschool, still have them with outside activities, mingling with other kids.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to be antisocial.
Yeah, so you want to keep those social skills up. But yeah, that emptiness syndrome is true, and you're gonna feel it. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I still got one more. We still got one more.
So you got to get through this one, and then.
But I tell you this, I thought that they could start pre-K at 3 because she was gonna go, but the school we got them in wouldn't do.
Oh, yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, some schools do and some schools don't.
I was like, oh man, we could have got them all. That would have been good, but no, we still got one little one.
Yeah.
And she mad because Bubba and sister going to school now.
Oh, and her not.
Yeah, her not. Exactly how she talked too.
Well, good, because when it comes her time, then she's gonna be so excited because it's like my turn. So keep her involved in whatever you're doing with the other ones. She's gonna be mad because she can't go, but still she's gonna. And it's crazy because of the fact that you don't think that being that age that she can remember. But she's gonna remember some of those. Something's gonna trigger her memory whenever it comes time for her to go to school. And all of those feelings going to come back up. So keep that positive going on. Keep her, mingling with the big brothers and sisters, and letting her know. Take her school shopping right along with them too.
We will. Yeah.
Yes. Let her get all of that positive influence. So when it's her turn, she's good to go.
Ready to go.
Yes. So what do you do now? Your kids are leaving. What do you do?
I don't know. All about. Surround yourself with what you want to do, or
that good. Yes. Are you looking at my notes?
No.
So the stress starts to set in, right? And you just anticipating all these, like you was just saying, like all these negative influences, things like that. So what do you really do? So I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Anxiety is gonna try to creep in. It's something that's gonna happen. You don't want to fall victim of it. Depression is gonna knock on your door. Don't fall victim of it. And it's so crazy how all these feelings and symptoms and things like that can just like bum rush you. And you thought, hey, I'm stronger than that, right? But you don't, and it's just like people say, if they're in a car wreck, if I'm in a car wreck, or if I'm gonna get hit by a car, I know I can jump on top of the car and
that's so funny. Yeah, you can't even move that fast. But you're that's funny.
Yes, but you don't know until you're in that situation. So, and by you tuning in and you listening to me, I'm coaching you through this.
Yes, very good.
So that way, when these things come up on you, you can hear my little voice in the back of your head telling you what to do or not to do, a little guidance, So, I'm helping you out here. So, but just know that your kiddo, they might experience those same feelings. Because, they're getting ready to leave a safe place. And they are actually getting ready to go into an unknown spot as well. So they might experience some of those feelings, that anxiety or depression or just sadness because they're leaving you. They're leaving their comfort zone. So, but, with you, like I said, being brave, they feed off you.
Yes, I totally agree. And right now, when they're younger, they think we're the smartest, strongest, most able, richest. We have all the money in the world too.
Of course.
They don't even. So I really try to take advantage of that when they were younger to try to offset the things that are out there. Like, so if somebody says something, they can at least weigh it up against what my dad would do or what my dad would say. And then I have a little more weight because I am that super person. You know what I'm saying? And I do love them, and we do take care of them. So I was hoping those things would weigh a factor in their decision making. when they have to encounter it in the real world.
Right.
So we kind of prepared for that. That's
awesome. And that's what you need to do. And keep them involved in things. When I was growing up, it was you keep quiet.
Yes.
And and you didn't have family discussions or things like that. But I mean, it's a time and a place where a kid needs to be. But keep them just involved. And still at that age, they are listening.
I agree, and they comprehend a lot more than you think.
That's why they say it's best to put them in, like, if they want to learn another language, to put them in another language at this age.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because this is the learning stage.
Yes, it's true.
So we're learning age, So they're sponges. They soak up everything. So positive. I know it might be a little hard, but stay positive because they're feeding off you, and you don't want them to go through all of those emotions and then have to go to school with all of those emotions. You know how hard it would be to have them enter to that school building having anxiety, depression, sadness for at least a couple of weeks. That's hard on everybody.
Yeah. Not
just the little one. It's hard on that little one, then it's hard on you because you got to see them every day cry before they leave, and then you start crying, and then it can even result in you pulling them out of school. I've heard of some people pulling their kids out of school because they can't take it.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's that serious.
My wife sent me a quote yesterday. It said, "When you have a bad day, you say, can I sit down and talk?" When a child has a bad day, they usually say, will you play with me? Or something, you know what I'm saying? That's their way of comforting. So that's
communicating it.
Yeah, that's their way of communicating. That was interesting. Since we're talking about, having a bad day and really recognizing signs and communicating with your child, that really opened my eyes to where I need to pay attention. It's not just playing. They're really saying,
something went on that day that they didn't like. And that's another thing that I want to talk about too. So instead of whenever your kids come in, I heard this say, instead of when your kids come in, you say, "How was your day?" The first thing they're going to say is "fine," and it's in the conversation. No, ask them, what's something good that happened today, and what is something bad, or what is something that you like most today, and what is something that you dislike today.
Oh wow! That's
so
good.
It opens up conversation, versus them just, "Oh, it was fine." Well, what is fine? So talk, have them talk to you, and it just opens up more conversation and keeps you more involved in things that's going on as well. So just do that conversation with them and ask them, was something that went on that was positive or something that was negative? Just have those conversations with them.
I'm gonna definitely do that. That's good.
Yeah, just to keep them, just talking and on their toes. So back to the grieving. You're grieving, right? Like I said, it's fine to grieve. Let it all out. It has to happen, so do it. It's A-okay. So you're grieving. So now I want you to go home now, and I want you to do I want you to go home and scream.
Oh, just let it out?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now, for the ones that live in apartments, you might start screaming now. If they start calling the police, you on your own. I want you to scream and let it out, but I don't want you to scream that loud to where you get the police called on you. But scream to the top of your lungs. It's okay. Let it all out. And I mean, sometimes that has to happen in order for you just to get over it. Just to, I don't know, screaming just to let it all out, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and it's just like, you feel better. And that's just it. You feel better. Guess what? The kids are not even there to see it. So you get to scream and you get to be loud. Just do it. It's fine.
That's some good advice.
You need to. You gotta let it all out. You just can't keep it all bottled in. You have to let it out. So what I want you to do too is once you let all that out, go relax. Go in. If you wanna eat a half pint of ice cream, do it. This is the health coach telling you to do it. It's fine. Just do it. It's okay. You're not going to gain 30 pounds by eating a half a pint of ice cream one time. It's fine. So relax. Go take that bubble bath. Just kind of relax yourself. And then because you're getting your mind free of everything that's going on to get ready to start now. planning your own individual schedule.
Oh yeah.
So it opens you up to now, it's like, it's quiet around the house. So yeah, what do I do?
What do I do?
Now you get to take control over your schedule. You know, and when you had your little one was in control of your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You a stay-at-home mom or dad, they were in control of your schedule. You had to work everything around their schedule, especially their nap time.
Yes.
So now you have complete control over your schedule. So that should feel just so empowering. Like, what do I do? So now you start thinking about volunteering.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can go and volunteer. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just to get away from the house for a couple of hours. Go volunteer. You can, if you ever wanted to write a book, now's the best time to start writing that book. You know, you don't have anyone distracting you or disturbing you.
Mm-hmm.
So go and write that book. You know, now it's the time for you to start planning things out. And whenever you start planning things, it's now time to put those plans into action.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just write them down, put them into action. So now it's the best time for you to do whatever you wanted to do that you could not actually do because you had that little one always around. Not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, having kids with you at home is the most powerful, uplifting thing ever. But now you're back, like not you're back in control, but you're in control of your own schedule now. You know, so I don't want that to sound bad, like, oh, finally I get me back. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just the fact that now you're just embracing that your little one is gone, and you're not sitting at home being stressed out or depressed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're keeping your mind, you know, going on, and you're finding things to do that you always wanted to do that you just never had a chance to actually do. So let's jump to right quick whenever, say, the day's over with, right? It's time for your little one to come home.
Mm-hmm.
What I want you guys to do, listen to me well, spend time with them.
Okay.
Whenever they get home, spend as much time as possible with them. I don't care if it's cooking with them. Spend that time with them. And it can be simple little meals. You know, if you guys want to make sandwiches for dinner, have them come in and help you make those sandwiches. Spend that time with them because it's letting them know that you're okay with them going to school,
Mm-hmm.
with them leaving, you know, because they're looking at you, they're looking like, I want to know how did mom and dad take me leaving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't want to walk in a house of complete mess. You know, clothes are everywhere, or you sitting on the sofa, or your makeup just, you know, just falling all down. And I mean, because they feed off, then they looking like, what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not saying those in those words, but they're looking like, what? You know, they're confused. So, you know, if they walk into the house and they see that you have everything under control,
Mm-hmm.
everything's okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if it's a sandwich, you know, go in the kitchen and cook a sandwich with them. Let them cook a sandwich, and you ask them about their day, you know, and just embrace that moment. And do not sign them up for any extracurricular activities at this age. That's going to be my advice to you, because of the fact that they stay in school all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you pick them up, then you go and do an extracurricular activity. Where's the me time?
That's true. Now, you mean sports?
At this age.
Okay.
Now, when they're older, like 3, 4, and 5, I don't think that they need to be like signed up for it. Not just sports. I mean, like if it's something on a weekend, but like during a weekday, I'm gonna say don't do it, because their little brains can only take so much.
Mm.
You know, and where are you gonna have that me time at?
That's
with
true.
them? You know, because if you go pick them from school and they have a after school activity, there you are, you're rushing to go take them to after school activity, and they're in the back seat, you're throwing a hamburger at them, and you guys going to the next thing, and it's just, you know, you're just building, like you're just busy, and you don't have no me time. And then when it's time to get home, it's bath and bedtime.
That's true.
So, you know, at least at this age, I'm going to say no extracurricular activities, because they still need that bonding me time, because all of a sudden they got hit with a school start. So, you know, so you have to kind of wean them off of you a little bit. Even though they're starting school, you still need to slowly take the steps into weaning them off. And, you know, you can introduce things to them, but I would say for like weekend activities.
Okay.
Not weekday.
Okay.
You know, to have those extracurricular activities. Like I was saying, you know, ask them about their day. Every moment that you're with them, consider it me time. Because they're away from you, 8-10 hours a day?
Mm-hmm.
So every moment that you're with them, let them know that it's our time. And don't neglect the other kids. You know, just involve even though, you know, I'm talking about 3, 4, 5-year-olds, the pre-K and kindergarten, you can't neglect your other children if you have other children. You know, you want to keep them involved and, you know, do me time. Like I said, take everyone into the kitchen and y'all cook a simple meal together. You don't have to be in the kitchen cooking a 3-course meal every day. The school is starting, you guys. No one has time for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just have them, just involve them in everything that you do and do me time. And just sit down with them and talk with them. Even if you are doing laundry, ask them still about how their day and stuff is going. You know, always incorporate, you know, questions about how it's going because you want that communication to be open with them. And you want them to feel like that they can come to you and talk to you about anything because, again, you are letting them go free until, what did you call it? What did you just call it a while ago?
Uncertainty.
Uncertainty.
Yeah.
Like you're letting them go. So you want to make sure they keep their communication open with you. So those are my tips that I have for you guys on today. Excellent. About the pre-K and kindergarten blues that you guys will have that's going on. So I hope that you guys learned something from it. And, you know, just enjoy the first day of school. Take plenty of pictures. Make them feel like a movie star. There's nothing wrong with it.
I like that.
Yes, take as many pictures as you want with them because you're just showing them that you're happy, that you're okay, that it's okay for them, you know, to go off to school. Just let them enjoy it. Now, be ready to be by the phone.
Just in case.
If they call and say, hey, they're crying, you know, 9 times out of 10, they're going to cry anyway. But after a couple of hours, after being around there, all the other kids, they're okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hope you guys learned a little bit today. So, I am Ebonie Speaks. Until next time, see you later.